I got very nervous after I stopped talking. Hello, welcome back to another episode of Day by Day Podcast. I'm Leslie.
And I'm Diana.
And this is episode 33.
Woohoo.
33. Girl, I always feel... So, I know we said this last time, but what we're doing now, since Diana lives like an hour away,
Don't fuck nowhere.
we are recording like 2 episodes. We record 2 episodes every time, and then it always feels like a long time.
It does. I guess because we always post like every other weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, like we don't see each other until like 3 to a month later, 3 weeks to a month
That's
later.
so true. Yeah. I was driving here and I was like,
It's been a while.
yeah, I was like, when was the last time we recorded? Like sometimes I feel like we're behind because, but no, we're not. We're all set.
We're on schedule.
We're on schedule. It just doesn't feel like it.
I guess because before we would also do like the coffee meetups.
Yep,
You know,
yep.
like, so we would see each other every weekend basically.
Like every weekend.
yeah.
Man.
And then sometimes like in between the week whenever we would work out.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Dang.
I know.
And we did say that we were going to continue to go to coffee shops, but you know, life gets in the way.
Girl, you see.
Always.
Not only that, but the gas también.
I know. I was driving here and like, I was like, when did it go to 39? Hello?
Girl, like, por aquí se ha subido a 3:40 y algo.
Oh.
And I'm just like, so anytime I see something that says that it's like 3:20 or below, I'm like, I'm stopping and putting gas.
Girl. It's so expensive.
Girl.
Oh, just like everything else though.
I
But
know.
hi. Hi everybody. How are you, girl? How are you? How's life? How's everything?
Good. Work keeps changing. Like they're having me go back into the office, so the kids are, you know, they're gonna have to hold down the fort.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh snap.
I know. I was like, it gives me anxiety, but you know, it is what it is.
Is this the first time doing that?
Yeah,
Oh.
I know. I'm like, okay, no. The thing is that like we have cameras like everywhere,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you know.
And is it gonna be like a bus drop off?
yeah, yeah, no,
Okay.
it's always the bus drop off.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is this you said this was the first time doing it?
Yeah, yeah.
I know.
I'm
I'll be on my
scared.
phone. I will be on my phone like.
Honestly,
Yeah.
yes. Because like that, like I get paranoid. I'm like,
Yeah. Is there a way for you to like contact them? Like.
yeah. So like the camera out there, like I can talk to them. The one in the garage, I can talk to them. The one right here, I can talk to
Mhm.
them. The one right there, like in the kitchen, I can talk to them. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Dang.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you should get a home phone because we used to walk home from school and we had a cell phone, but it was se quedaba en la casa, and it was just to like call my mom, let her know that we had gone home.
That's what I was telling Andres. I'm like, because he said he was like, we might have to add a line, and I'm like, yeah, you know, like it can just be like the cell phone that like stays here, like
Mhm.
basically the house phone, without having to get like the landline and stuff. So, but yeah,
Damn.
pues a ver. I'll just have to leave them some food so they can like eat after school because they're always hungry whenever they get back home.
Yeah. Dang. Girl, and they're smart.
Yeah.
They got this.
Yeah,
They got
Mario's
this.
responsible and Mateo is older and he's smart too.
Yeah. You got smart kids. Oh, I pressed something. Is it still working?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still working, yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're okay.
Damn. Yeah. I've been all right. Just work. And then we were just talking about the solar eclipse
Yeah.
tomorrow. That's going to be an experience. We were just saying how people just freak out, but it's going to be okay. Everybody take a chill pill. We'll be fine. Please don't empty out the groceries.
don't empty out the toilet paper again, please.
Oh my gosh. I'm all set on toilet paper, so y'all can take it. I'm just kidding. Don't take it. But like, damn, everybody needs to chill. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be
it's gonna be
cool
cool.
experience. I don't know why they're just trying to scare us. I was telling Diana that we're just, because she was saying that what's scaring you, I guess, is the government was the one that said it.
Yeah, because like there's a bunch of like communities like in Texas, like they're getting letters saying, you know, to like stock up on like everything, and basically saying like, you know, stay home so you don't have an emergency because there's not going to be enough cops for everyone. Y supuestamente que the National Guard is going to be here to like control people in case something happens. And I'm like,
what the fuck's gonna happen in those 2 minutes?
Exactly.
Oh, wait, how long?
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Yeah. I don't know.
Girl,
That's
hell
what.
no.
And the thing is that like there's a bunch of people like from other states coming here to Texas.
Yeah, I've heard. I saw.
Yeah, and like on Friday.
Maybe that's what the gas went up.
I'm pretty sure it is, because that's exactly what I told them. That is, I'm like, they're trying to take advantage of the fact that people are coming. Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Dang. Hell no. We're just monkeys to them. I was telling Diana that we're just an experiment for them. Like, entertain. They're bored. They're like, entertain us, people. Go crazy.
Basically, pues ya ves que luego, like getting into like conspiracy theories, like how they're, you know, how the whole like Diddy thing came up, and how, you know, like the Nickelodeon stuff where people are like, oh, you know, like they're trying to distract us because there's more things like to come.
I know though.
And the thing is that like whenever they do that, like it's kind of shitty, because like at that point it's not a coincidence anymore. Like whenever stuff like that happens, the government does something or they announce something, and it's something, you know, to the point to where people are like, are you fucking kidding me? But then like what can we do? Like we weren't paying attention.
Yeah. You're so right, because the only things that have been popping in my head was like, the only thing that keep popping on TikTok is that about that guy and Nickelodeon and fucking J-Lo.
God, I know. She's a mess.
Crazy
poor J-Lo.
Oh, and JoJo Siwa keeps popping up.
Dude, I know. We should like, I'm a bad girl.
Girl.
Okay.
I didn't know this. Apparently that song was meant for Miley Cyrus. So, you know when that song Can't Be Tame or something like that?
Yeah.
So it was between that song or that song,
the
Karma song. But obviously she was still working with Disney. So she couldn't take Karma because they say bitch.
Oh my God.
Meme told me all this yesterday. I was like, wait, what?
I didn't know.
How old is this song? Damn. They just gave it to JoJo, I guess.
Damn.
Did you watch the music video, by the way?
No.
Girl, it was so weird.
I bet.
I was like, what is happening here? Like, there is a lot going on. Like, I was like, am I just old? Am I just not getting it?
The funny thing is that like whenever I first meet an artist, whenever they're little, like Millie Bobby Brown, I can't help but think that they're still little.
Yes.
I can't.
Yes.
And a lot of people are like, oh my God, they're so grown. And I'm like, bitch, they're still kids to me.
Yes.
Like,
I can't see them the way people see them.
Like Zendaya too.
Yes.
I can't.
It's so crazy. I'm the same way.
Is it our age?
I think so. Because I'm like, no. You know who took me a minute though? Jenna Ortega. It took me a minute because I saw she was in a couple like Disneys here and there. So it took me a minute. And like when I saw her in that movie X, I was like, no, Jenna, no.
Her Sunday underwear.
Yes. And then I just watched a movie about her. She's in it. Miller's Girl. Have you heard about that movie?
Is it the
teacher?
The teacher, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Girl.
I
was like, not Jenna Ortega. Girl. I was like, no. But that's how I feel. But I love her. Like, I think she's an amazing like actress, and she's just a beautiful person in general, like inside and out.
She is.
I love her. But like her, I feel like I still see you small, dude. Or like that one little girl she was in that movie with The Rock. Girl,
yes.
I was like, why don't I look like that? What happened?
Dude, I know. I think she was like in a movie. ¿Cómo se llama? He's All That or something like that. And she's like really slutty, and I was like, oh, I was taken aback. I said, oh my God. I was like, oh no, Peyton, no.
Man, I think it's just our age. I don't know.
So.
I don't know. Or maybe because we just want to hold on to that
the youth.
the youth. I don't know. It's weird. But, I mean, you know, people grow up, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I feel about certain cousins of ours. I still think they're like in elementary. They're like already graduated. I'm like, what the hell?
I know.
Man.
Sometimes I look at them and I'm like, oh, y'all are babies. And they're like, no, like we grow out.
I'm
and
26.
I'm like,
I was like, oh,
I know.
when did that happen?
When did you make that jump?
Yes. But today's topic, we're just gonna be talking about, I guess, what? Yeah, just jelly beans.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess should we describe what jelly bean? Like, I'm pretty sure people get it, right?
I'm pretty sure, but you want to describe it?
I mean,
in
just
case?
you know, jelly bean, just being jealous, right? Like
The jealousy.
the jealousy.
The jealousy bug.
I guess, yeah, the jealousy bug, jelly bean. It's just jelly bean sounds cute. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you're a jelly bean. Oh, that's so cute. You know?
No soy tóxica. I'm just jelly bean.
Soy
I'm just kidding.
tóxica, una little jelly bean. But are you a jelly bean, Diana? Or were you, or are you still, or you know, like
I used to be worse.
really
Worse. Yeah, I used to be like really bad. And like now, like de vez en cuando como que sí me pegan. I'm like,
¿verdad?
the audacity, you know?
Yeah.
Pero what about you, girl?
Oh, 100%.
You still loud and proud.
No holding back. But you know what? I think it's obviously because I think we've talked about this, but you know, we grew up with a lot of like,
Yeah.
what's the
Toxic
word?
mentality.
Toxic.
Yeah.
Mucho tóxico around us, and we saw, we heard. So, yeah, I remember bringing this up like early on our pod, where, we have a specific aunt that would constantly tell me and my other cousin like, don't ever get married. You can't trust a man. No importa cómo te traten, todos te van a engañar. So I've always had that in my head, you know? Like men are just cheaters.
Men are just dogs.
Men are just dogs. And obviously, as we see now, we can't trust even women. Girl.
Oh
Girl. The girl code. What happened?
I know the first thing that comes to my mind is Ariana.
Girl, no, seriously. I mean, again, I know this is off topic, but man, I love her album. But my favorite song is Eternal Sunshine.
Oh my
And
god.
dang, like just reading those lyrics, I'm like, you know? But but yes, I've always been a jelly bean.
Yeah.
Like you said, I'm not as bad anymore, or it's been a minute, I guess.
Well, I guess what would you define as bad? Like,
So let me think. Well, I guess to go all the way back with my first relationship, that one was a very toxic relationship.
that one was like middle school, high school, right?
We started dating in 8th grade.
Yeah.
And it didn't help that he was also very controlling. But at least for me, from my side, I was very like, I wouldn't want to see him talking to other girls like that bad. And that was very toxic. And it was always like, and I feel like so many of us do this, especially when you're in like such a young age. You think you have to be with that person 24/7, or like we would like go to school together, we would hang out after school, and then we would go home and we would just be on the phone with each other. That was very toxic. And I remember, sucks to say this, but he had a close friend, but like they were like childhood friends, they were like siblings. And I remember he stopped talking to her for a while because I didn't like it. Mm-hmm.
But was she like ¿cómo se llama? Like really like
No, she was nice.
She was chill.
Mm-hmm. It was just me. It was just me and my jealousy and my insecurities. Yeah. And then I remember like eventually got to a point where I couldn't follow no men in social, and like what was that? Was it MySpace then?
Yeah.
Was it damn and on MySpace?
The
and
top
then
5.
he couldn't follow nobody on MySpace. That was females. Yeah, it was a very, very toxic relationship.
Damn.
And we would constantly be arguing.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I feel like whenever there's too much like I need to control you and I need you like with me.
Yeah.
But honestly, like I feel like for a girl that's like daddy issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
I know. And the funny thing is that a lot of people are like, oh, like all these women with daddy issues. And I'm like, okay, yeah, they're called daddy issues. So then why not blame the dad?
I know. Why us?
I know.
We were little. We don't know.
I know.
No.
We just wanted love.
Yeah. But were you like that? Like
honestly, yes.
The same? Where you can't talk, you can't look?
I was very, very shitty.
Yeah.
Like
same.
¿Cómo se llama? Like I would want to get like the guys that I thought like were cute. I would want to like get their attention, and like once I had their attention, I was always like, oh, like hugging and like holding hands, like those annoying couples, and like going out.
Very,
with
very PDA.
Yeah, basically.
I was like that too.
Yeah.
Very PDA.
Like
marking your territory.
You see that?
Yeah.
Like, like we really thought that we were grown, like hugging each other.
No, seriously, we did. We did.
So, like just thinking back to that, I'm like, ew. I'm like, I should have just like paid attention to my fucking schoolwork or my friends.
Same. No, girl, I think back of like everything that I did. I'm like, Leslie, you were so fucking stupid.
Dude, the cringiest shit.
No, and then también it had to do a lot with our insecurities. Once I had somebody, I felt like I needed to keep him.
Yeah, like do anything to like make them happy and like make sure that they didn't have eyes for somebody else. Yes. Basically. Yeah. Yep.
And then I guess I'll get into it with this one. So I don't remember if I shared this, but my first relationship, he ended up cheating on me because I didn't want to have sex.
Oh yeah.
I remember if I share this, but because I still felt so young. I was like, I'm not ready for the shenanigans. And then he ends up, so his dad was a teacher at a different school. Mm-hmm. And he ends up going to their homecoming party thing. And yeah, he ends up talking to this one girl. And yeah, they ended up doing it.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. I think I was sophomore year.
In high school?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
I know, I was not ready then. Yeah.
Dude.
I know, I'm telling you. And because of all that happened, and obviously that wasn't the first guy who cheated on me, but it was like, that made me like not trust men in general, because I was with him for 2 years,
Yeah.
I was kind of like, what the fuck?
You said I gave you 2 years of my life.
I know, wasted. I'm just kidding. But
oh girl, no, because like whenever I was younger, we grew up with, like you said, like that mentality, and also like with novelas and like all these reality TV shows where people would cry.
And the music.
I know. Oh my God. Like cuando te dedicaba música.
Sí, so
cringy too.
No, but we grew up with like, our parents listening to also like very like depressing songs about cheating and stuff. I'm like,
¿verdad?
That él me mintió. I was like, oh, that song goes hard. No, and así como dices tú, it's just like we grew up with so much going on like in our lives, like donde we would hear from tias or even our own moms that so and so and so and so and so and so. It was kind of like, so I've always had that mentality that a boy and a girl cannot just be friends.
Yeah.
And honestly, sadly, in a way, that's still kind of true to a degree, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like I feel like there's always a connection. Mm-hmm. And sometimes like people can't, like some people like they don't know the difference between like completely platonic and like romantic because they feel special.
Right. Right.
And it's not until like they try that they're like, oh wait, like this doesn't feel right. Like I think this was just supposed to be platonic. But because there's a connection, like, oh my God, like, like they like the same things as me and they're cute. Right. And that's it. It's like, no, that's,
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, and that's why I go back to that, the whole men and women can't just be just friends, because I've seen it and it can happen. For example, my husband Luigi, it has always been 4 of them. It has always been him, Ivan, Ruby, and Amber. but at the same time, it's like it's so hard to find also women that you trust, because honestly, Amber and Ruby are just amazing people. Like they're like, I want to say like they were like the first like big hints for me that, yeah, like they can all be friends. You know what I mean? Because it's the way they are with each other. It's not, they act like they're siblings.
Yeah.
You know, and it's so beautiful to see that the fact that that does exist.
Yeah.
But we live in such a world where it's just like so dark and so like I said, like men and females are horrible people. And yeah, it's crazy, and you really have to trust like your partner too.
Basically, yeah. And the like, do you ever like whenever like let's just use Andres. Like whenever Andres would have like certain coworkers and like, you know, they would like make jokes or like really talk to him or like really text him, I would always be
Text
like,
him.
Yeah, like
Hello?
I mean,
Just kidding.
about work, you know.
Yeah,
like
okay.
tea and stuff.
No, but
like before, yeah, like before I'd
look
be
at
like,
me. Let me open that door. Just kidding.
Explain yourself.
Give me your phone. Just
Oh
kidding.
my god. Like sometimes, like before, I used to get like really anal about that. I used to be like, "Why are you talking to them? Like you don't need to talk to them. Like you just need
Like
to
you're
talk
not
to
working
me."
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, like you know, like you just need to talk to me and shit. And like now, like it's not even like that. Like whenever like he texts like his coworkers, and like his attention span, there's no long range. Like I can be talking to him and he can be doing something else and he won't pay attention to one or the other. Like his attention span is like this.
That's Luigi.
So sometimes I'm like, okay, yeah, just ignore me. Like, okay, cool. Like
we take it to the ass.
Yes. And then sometimes he's like, oh no, it's because like they're saying, you know, that like our boss did this or like this customer did that, and like he spills like all the tea, you know. And it like in my head, like my toxica brain, I'm like, bitch, put down your fucking phone.
Why are you paying attention to them and not me?
I know. And then I start to cool down whenever he tells me, and I'm like, Diana, you're just psycho.
Yes. No, you know what's the worst feeling too? Especially now that I'm much older and I feel like I am not where I was. Thank God. Like, I'm so glad I got out of that.
You said I groaned.
No, because I guess before I get to what I was going to say, it's just like, I see our family, but I mean, my mom and like, that's what I mean, not like aunts and stuff, but how my mom is still in that state, you know? And it's so sad. And it's like so stupid
To be worried.
And it's like, I don't want, and I've always said that I don't want to be like them. I don't want to be in a relationship where I can't trust my partner, or I don't want to be always like worrying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's one thing I've always told Luigi. I just always want to feel that you're there for me.
Secure.
Yeah. Like that's my biggest thing. Like, you don't have to do anything. Like, that doesn't mean buy me stuff. That doesn't mean take me on. Just remind me every day, you know? And he does. And he does. And I forgot what I was gonna say before this. But dang it. I was like, Leslie, don't fucking forget. Pero fuck.
We need like a notepad whenever like our ideas come to our brain.
I type it. Dang it, I forgot what I was going to say. Hopefully it comes back. But yeah, that's my big thing. It's always just
reassurance.
Yeah,
because same. I need reassurance too.
Yeah. And same thing goes for us. Like, for me. I'm speaking for both of us. But because I guess like last year, I told you how last year was really tough for me. And in a way, I forgot to show Luigi how much I truly appreciate him, because we were constantly fight and we were not really talking to each other, and it got really toxic, like really bad. And it wasn't nothing with jealousy. It was just our relationship. I feel like in a way we kind of lost it, for a lot of reasons. And I don't really want to get into it here. I'll probably talk to you about it later on when I feel like I'm ready, because it's still very touchy. Yeah. But yeah, I had to learn that it's also me, you know, because I really let go. And like I feel like right now we're in such a good place in our relationship, and like we both agree that it feels like we're redating all over again.
But that's sweet.
Yeah, it's been so great, and I feel like I'm back to that honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Oh.
It's amazing, but you just really have to like really trust your partner and stuff. And I think that's what I was gonna ask you about. I guess like trusting. Like, do you think you and Andres have like a good trusting bond?
I think so. Like before, I mean, I guess we can kind of like briefly, because I think we're gonna like briefly touch it like in the next
Yeah,
episodes.
Yeah.
But you know, like something happened between him and I, like back whenever like we first moved in together.
Yeah.
And like that kind of broke me for like 2 years.
Yeah.
So like that, you know, that trust was like starting to like barely build up again. And right now, like I'm okay. You know,
Yeah.
like if I see him talking to some people, or like if I hear him talking about like a female coworker, I'm not like, bitch.
Yes.
I'm like,
like you're. Tell me more.
yeah.
Like like you don't really want to hear it, but you want to hear it.
Yeah, you see, but like lo bueno es que ahora ya no es like, you know, it's not as bad as before. And like I do trust him, but I always tell myself I'm like in that mental state where if he ever does, I'm not saying that he ever will, but like if he ever does, I'm like he's never seeing me again.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just gonna focus on my kids and my job, and that's it. Like, and I tell myself, I'm like, you will never see me again.
Yeah.
Ever. You know. So I'm just like, that's it. Like, you know. But it was also like learning, cause like me, I grew up with like that stupid fairy tale that it's like, oh, you know, like a man is supposed to fall head over heels for you and like worship the ground you walk on and tell you that he loves you.
It's
and
all the
kiss
movies,
you.
girl.
Yeah, you know,
and all those Disney movies, everything. I mean, look at like Gypsy Rose.
Oh my god,
you know what I mean? Like
she's a hot mess.
She is a hot mess. But think about it, like that was her idea too, like Prince Charming and stuff. And yeah, same thing. Like we all
and now
wanted
like,
that.
Like growing up is and like maturing is realizing that people's way, like their love language is different. Like for me, it's like affection and gifts and like details. And to Andres, it's stuff that like taking care of you, you know. So like he takes care of me. Like
that's
whenever
how I am. I'm like Andres, just like that, which is crazy because I used to be like you, like that, where my love, like I would give gifts, and that was always my state of mind. If I keep giving them, they're not gonna leave me, and it's so sad. But it got to a point where it didn't matter how much I was giving, they would always leave. Because I forgot what name we gave him, but girl, I don't think I've ever begged somebody the way I begged for that man, and that destroyed me. And since then, I feel like I became more cold, I guess, more not as affectionate, which I am affectionate, like me with Luigi at home, yeah. But at least it's like from his family side, they would be like, oh, like why I've never seen y'all kiss. I've never I'm like, first of all, why do you want to see that? That's weird.
Yeah.
And second, it was kind of like I kind of didn't want to do that anymore because I felt like what was the point? But I was like that. And now I'm like Andres, like, are you okay? Are you hungry? Or like, what do you need? Like things like that. And Luigi's like more of the affectionate type, like that guy. But you just gotta work on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I kind of had to like get out of my mindset and be like, okay, not everyone's gonna think like you. Not everyone's gonna be like you. And like Andres does like small things, like things that a lot of other men wouldn't do. And the only reason why I say that is because like I see posts of like people saying that, you know, sometimes like their husbands won't even clean, or like they won't put the groceries away, or they won't get you like your feminine products.
Yes.
You know, like they're really like assholes.
Yes.
And Andres, like he will, like he still wipes like the groceries that we get. Mind you, he doesn't care anymore. But he knows that I care. Like he takes off the shoes because I don't want shoes inside. or like he'll go and get me like my pads, or he'll go and get me like my wash, and just like stuff like that. Or like he knows that like which oatmeal I get, like the dragon fruits for my stomach. Like it's stuff like that I'm just like, oh my god, you remembered.
Yes, it's just things like that. Oh, I know.
And he's not like, oh, like, I bought you this. No, he's like, here, it's yours.
But that's his way.
Yeah.
That's his way.
Yeah, because he's not affectionate at all.
That's his way. And that's something that obviously you had to learn from.
Yes.
Like, and I did see this post that says that, like when you're in the middle of an argument with your partner, and you just keep going in a circle, because girl, it's horrible when you just keep going in a circle. Hate when we argue and we just keep going around and around and around. And anytime that's happening, I always try to remember this, that I saw, that it says, when you're in the middle of an argument with your partner, just always remember you both grew up in like differently. Like you guys both see life differently. You guys have different opinions because of the way you were raised. And it's so true. He grew up, like, I've touched this already, but he grew up in a very religious, lovey family.
Stable.
Meanwhile, I grew up with nothing but like, it was broken chaos. And I grew up always not sharing my feelings, always keeping them inside. And he's always the like, talk to me, or like, or I'm right, you're wrong kind of thing, Oh, so toxic. And Mus, when you get jealous, girl, when that jealousy hits, and girl,
I think because like
the Taurus comes out.
Oh my god. You said los cuernos salen.
Los cuernos me salen.
El cuerno del Taurus.
Yes.
Damn.
And I feel like I've gone to the point where I feel like I've gone better at communicating with Luigi, and it can even be like with my siblings. Like, it's gone better where I'm like, okay, be ponte en sus zapatos de ellos kind of thing, you know what I mean? And because again, I always have that state of mind that I don't want to be like a specific aunt or like my mom. I don't want to be like them, where it's like, no, pero I'm the right one, and I feel like I've gotten so much better at that, because for so long it was always like, no, but like, it doesn't matter what you tell me, like, always putting them down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and I was the same way too. I was always like, no, like, you're the issue. And like, don't get me wrong, like, him and I, we're not perfect at all. Like, we have our flaws that we still need to work through. But like now, like, whenever we fight, and I even tell him, I'm like, okay, like, like, we're just, like, me, whenever I get mad, like, I try not to talk, I try to like just stay quiet and like not say anything, or like go for a walk or something, because I'm like, I already know I'm gonna hurt his fucking feelings.
Yeah,
if I say
you'll
something.
say whatever you can to hurt them.
Yeah, and like him, I don't know. I think he needed to be held as a child. I'm over here putting out his business. Sorry, but like, like he wants to get a reaction, and like,
does he poke you?
Yeah, he pokes.
I poke too.
He pokes a lot.
Andre, I poke too. I'm a poker.
And not a poker.
Not a poker.
No, but like, in my head, like, whenever he does that, like,
it makes you mad.
Antes me hacía enojar un chingo, and I'm like, I try to like step him, go one step over him,
Damn.
And like, I would try,
yeah.
And like, now I'm like, Diana, whenever he grew up, he wasn't heard, just, and like, sometimes I'm just like, Andres, it's okay,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like, because before I used to be like, oh yeah, like, and I would try to,
you're trying to hurt me. Yeah. I can hurt you more.
You see, and like, it would never end, And so like, now it was just like, but like, whenever he gets like really, really, really mad, like, he will not say anything at all. He'll be like, just leave me alone, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. See, that was my issue back then. Not anymore. I want to clarify this. This was young me. I didn't know how to walk away. I would always be like, no, bitch, come at me. Like,
give me all you got.
Give me all you got. I got this. Like, I didn't know how to walk away.
Me neither.
Girl, and let me tell you, it was fire and fire. It would just flame up. And girl, it was very bad.
Honestly, same. That's how I was.
Which I think back now, and I remember like all these guys were so much taller than me, and I'm like, come at me, bitches.
I'm ready.
I'm ready to take y'all. But now, I walk away.
Yeah.
What I do now, I drive.
Yeah.
And I listen to my sad music. I put my Becky G on. I put on my heartbreaking songs. Olivia Rodrigo's in there. And just drive. Oh, and then I calm down because, man, especially cuando tiene que ver algo with jealousy, or especially jealousy, it's like that's when I really, really like flame up. But thankfully, like I said, I've gone better at all this. Especially because Luigi trusts me too, and it's like I have to learn. But obviously, like I said, I don't know. I don't think I'll ever get into it here on the podcast because it's kind of deep or kind of like private.
Same.
But yeah, it's a work in progress, and you just really, I guess, for me, it's like now it's like if there's no trust, like I can't be with you. Because I don't want to live like that anymore. I don't want to live where it's like I don't trust my partner, or I have to be constantly like, if I see them on the phone, like looking kind of thing,
Yeah.
Because I'm like, damn, I'm 32. They're about to be 32. In my brain, I'm already 32. I'll be 32 soon, and it's like, I don't want to do this. Like, girl, it was exhausting. I don't know how the hell I did it. So many fucking years.
Because there was more energy back then. Ahora ya
so
no.
Much energy. Y ahorita ya no.
That's why I'm like, I don't understand how, like, because like there's some women that they're like in their 40s and they're straight chilling, and they literally say that it's because they stopped worrying about men.
Yeah. T.
Girl.
Yes.
Like, honestly, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I love my husband.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be worried about him all the time, man. There's too much shit going on. I got kids. They have schoolwork that I need to help them with. I got work. I gotta clean. I'm still trying to learn how to cook and crochet. There's too much going on for me to worry about what he's doing.
Yeah, but you know what? Also, I feel like it's easy to say I can just leave him, but I've known so many women that their partners have done them dirty, and yet they stay because they don't want to start all over again.
Honestly, I do feel that, because like that's what I would always think. I would always think, I don't want to start over again. Like, I don't want to, learn all of this. Honestly, same. And that's what what I was telling Joanna last time. I'm like, I guess I can never say never, because shit always happens. Yeah,
I might be in New York City, and then it might just happen.
Find your bookworm.
But no, like just to start all over. I'm like, ugh.
Not only that, but like having to like learn everything about them, and like having to like go through like what they like or what they don't like, how they are. You don't even
going through all of it all over again. The arguing, the disagreeing.
Yeah.
Girl,
I'm just like, man,
just leave me alone with my cats.
For real.
I'll be fine.
Leave me alone with my money.
Yeah.
Let me buy my own shit.
You got your boys. You got your boys by your side.
Girl, you see. That's why I'm just like, I'm like, that's exhausting. I'm already exhausted as it is. And I live with him. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, just back to the whole jealousy thing. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like here and there I do not, I don't want to say I question it, but I don't know how to say this, but it's not that I guess it's okay. So I guess it's kind of like, like I'm trying not to be like very like overthinking. I'm trying not to be like very like like jealous and stuff, but like it's just, again, it's so hard to here and there not worry, especially when you have people in your life that have done stuff to other people, and it's kind of like, well, shit, if they can do what they did and still act like they're this, like have act like como si nunca hicieron nada, I'm just like, what does that tell you about people? And again, I know you said it earlier today, like Ariana Grande and the whole situation. It's kind of like, how can you do what you did and still like act like you didn't do anything,
like keep a straight face? Yeah, no, that's
like man, like not man up, but like what's the word? Is it man up? Like either or?
Yeah,
like just like own up. There you go. Just like own up to like what you did, you know?
Yeah, like I think that's the scariest part, and especially like listening to like true crime, whenever they're like, I never knew, like you know, like they were always so like nonchalant, they would always be so loving, they would always put in the effort, you know. So it's like just knowing that people can have that two-face is like really,
it's scary.
It is very scary, because it's like, are you gonna do it to me? Is this gonna be all a waste?
Yeah,
you know. And I think because of that, like I kind of went through like the stages of grief without even anything happening, that I'm just like, you know what, like if you ever do that to me, like I'm gonna be hurt, I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna be heartbroken, but I'm leaving.
Yeah,
like you are never seeing me again, ever. Like my face
gone.
I never existed to you.
Man.
Yeah, but I think that's why. And again, I'm putting his information out here, but like I've noticed that sometimes Andres likes to like see me, like he's a little toxic. You know, he likes
not Andres.
Yeah, he likes to see me like a little, like, you know, side eye, like what are you doing, or like who are you talking to? Because like sometimes like he'll bring up, you know, like a customer that's female, or like, you know, his female coworkers, or you know, that like he went to the store and, you know, like,
yeah,
you know, and I'm just like, in my head I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Really?
Yeah,
now you're at that point.
I'm at that point. I'm at the point where I'm just like, okay, and you know, but I think his reassurance is that like I'ma still feel something. So then, you know, I play along and I'm like, pues ya vete con ella, go, you know, go, that's fine, you know, ve con tu noviecita, or like, you know, but like I'll play because I'm not serious. Like in the back of my head, or oh, you know how like the sweatpants, like the gray sweatpants is like the male version of like cleavage, I guess. Like whenever he wears the gray sweatpants, like I joke around and I'm like, Andres, I need to tell you something. I'm very upset that you wore those sweatpants. like why do you think it's okay for you to be going out looking that spicy?
Right. I totally do the same thing when he's taking those button-up shirts. Like, why are you packing those button-ups? So he travels a lot for work, and I mean, I love that man. Like,
so let me just clarify.
No, I truly do. Like he always tells me where he's at. I have everybody's numbers. Like he'll tell me, we're gonna go. I guess like recently he went to some arcade bar place because he's in Oklahoma City right now. And he also gave me his partner's phone number. And yeah, it's just amazing. And his partner that he's working with, he's also really sweet. And then like everybody knows me already. Like, you know, and that makes me feel like secure. Like, okay, like I know you're not doing anything. And he'll always tell me whenever he gets back to his hotel room, and he's always on point. Like, let me see if I can go back to it. But he was telling me that he was gonna go to an arcade bar, and then he was like, "We'll be back home. We'll be back at the hotel by, I guess, no later than 11." And no lie, yeah. He was like, "We'll be back by 11, the latest." And then he texted me back at the hotel. He got back at 10:17. and just like things like that, you know. But every time he's packing and I see him packing his button ups, I'm like, where are you you going with that button up?
Where you going that
You know,
spicy?
with those button up shirts too. Not the button ups. Because he looks adorable in button ups. I'm like, no, I'm not taking that one. He said, put that back. Put that one back. No te lo voy a planchar. But we mess around like that, you know? And I love that. Like, I love how, obviously, like, again, like, there's things that we're not perfect, like you said. Mm-hmm. We still fight. We still have disagreements. But we are in a point where if we, especially since last year that was really, really dark for the both of us. And we, like, I think I did say this. We honestly, we weren't sure we were going to stay together last year. Like, it was that bad. And now we're in a point in our lives where he's more patient with me and he's more caring and he shows me more, and I do the same thing with him. Where it's also me, because I'm very toxica, like not just in the jealousy phase, but like the poking. I'm a poker. Or I know how to poke, and then when I get him really, really angry, I cry, and then I shut down. It's like a Z.
You use your big girl voice, and the moment that he uses his big boy voice,
I cry. And then I run. But no, like, man, marriage life is no joke, girl. Mm-hmm. We need to have like another like update on our marriage life situation, because girl, a lot has changed.
Honestly, yeah. But I feel like every couple needs to go through that. They need to go through like that broken phase and proof that, you know, that you can fight through it. I think what and I told him this, I think what hurts me the most about it, we went through something really like tough, but it happened early on in our marriage. You know what I mean? It happened like we're barely going on 3 years, and we hit like something really hard in an early stage where we should have been still in our honeymoon phase, in a way. You know what I mean? Mm. But it also had to do a lot with our living situation. Where we were living with my mom, and it was a lot of stress, because I shared with you, like, it was just like, it was always something. I felt like I was always in the middle between my mom and my siblings, and it was just a lot. It was just a lot going on. And then I went through what I went through, and for a long time I did it alone. For a long time I dealt with depression and anxiety by myself, and I wasn't accepting the help, I guess. I wasn't going to therapy, and it was just a lot. It happened, so much happened in our early on in our marriage, but again, we've been together for so long. And I think it was just, and I think honestly, this is why I feel like I agree with so many people moving in first before getting married. Just so they can see.
Damn, it was a lot. No, but I don't want to say that at the same time, because I don't regret marrying him. Clearly, I'm still marrying to him. But it's just a lot. Damn.
I think it's like the fact that we kind of forget that, you know, that they also have their own opinions, that they also have their own habits, that they also have their own like likes, dislikes. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it does clash, because not everyone's the same. Yeah. And it's just understanding and accepting and coming to a healthy medium. Yeah. You know, it's like, okay, like, you like this and I like this, so we're going to do, you know, like this, so we can both be happy, like kind of like compromise, sort of, you know, and it has to be both. It can't just be more one or the other. Yep. It has to be like equal. Yeah. And another thing, and this is what no, I guess I'll save this a little bit for the next one that we're going to talk, the next topic with our beautiful guest. But another thing that I've also need to do, and it's so simple, girl, just say thank you for the little things.
like we have no idea how, like, if we want the little things, they want the little things too. That's one thing we forget. We always forget to ask them, how do you feel? Or like, you know what, thank you for doing this. And that's something that I'm doing now, like just being so thankful for everything that he does. And again, I'm more than happy to do another like update on marriage life. But that was one thing that when he told me that was one of the things that was hurting him of what that I wasn't doing, it was so sad because it was like he broke that glass that I didn't realize what I was doing to him too, you know? And it's just like I like just learning just to say thank you to for everything that he does. Like, and he's starting to cook more in the house because again, it's me. And it's like, no, I can do it. I can do it. No, get away from me. I can do it. It's hard for me to accept the help, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, because you're more of a, like, I've always done it for myself and I'm going to continue to do it for myself.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's something that, like, and he always tells me, he's like, we're a team and you just gotta, like, let me in. I'm like, it's hard.
Yeah, I feel like yeah, like I said, like we're like really hard headed. We were always like, no, we're gonna take care of it because we're the only ones that can take care of it. And we kind of have to remember that, you know, that our partners, that we chose our partners for a reason.
Yeah.
It wasn't just to have them around.
Yes.
You know, it was to like share experiences with. It was to share stuff with.
Yes. And I go back to everything, like, you know, like we said that we don't want to go through what our families went through. But in order for us to not do that, we have to communicate with our partners. And like, I feel like that's something that unfortunately they didn't have. They didn't have the patience, and they didn't have like, they didn't know how to communicate with their partners. And I love the fact that, you know, like our generation, like our, like hopefully our cousins are all doing great and stuff with their partners and all that. But like, it's something that I hope everybody like learns from all this. Like, I don't want to go through, and I've always told Luigi, I don't want to go through the same shit our parents are going through or went through or still going through. Like, I want to be happy, which I am, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, for real, dude. Like, because I remember growing up, I would always hear, oh my God, men ain't shit. Basically, like, it was most of my life, like, men aren't, you know, like, they'll do you dirty, they'll do you wrong. If you're sick, they're gonna leave you. If you get fat, they're gonna leave you.
Yes.
If you don't do this, they're gonna leave you. And like,
unfortunately, they have.
Yeah.
They have. Like I know so many people in my life that till this day they have gone through stuff that I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I never saw this coming. And it's just, oh man, girl, it's just so hard.
Yeah, it is. The only reason why I know that, like, if I ever get sick, he won't leave is because he's very, he likes to be like he likes to feel needed. So anytime like I'm sick or the kids are sick, like he does everything that he can to like help to like make us feel better.
Oh,
I know. That's why I'm just
good.
Like, damn. Yeah. I'm like, if I'm ever like, or like anytime like I'm supposed to like recover, like whenever I had my wisdom teeth removed, whenever like I get sick, whenever, you know, I flipped over my freaking bike, like he was always there, like, no, like I got it, like stay there, you know. Yeah,
that's how Luigi is too. Yeah, he's very caring. That's one thing that I love about him. He has a good heart. He has a really, really good heart. And I always tell him, I love the fact that he reminds me a lot of his mom, which is a really good thing because, God, that woman's amazing. Like, she has such a beautiful soul. And my mom has always said that about Luigi, that he has her heart. And I love that. Yeah.
The cute thing is that like when have you seen those posts that says tell me your husband or boyfriend won't cheat on you without telling me that they won't cheat on you?
Yeah.
And like literally, because what's it called, like normally I don't go on my friend's side on TikTok. I always go on the For You page. But like sometimes like whenever like the friends does pop up, like Luigi's videos will pop up and I'm like, yeah, I know. He'll never cheat on her.
Girl.
Because you know, like he's very, I wouldn't say childish, but like, you know, he still has that child heart.
I feel like we both still have it, but I'm a little bit more
with your babies.
My porcelain babies.
I swear you remind me of Linda every single time.
Yeah. My coworker Gia was telling me yesterday, she's like, Leslie, you and those naked babies, like, they're not, why are you calling them that? They're angel babies. they're my porcelains.
Literally Linda Belcher. Linda Belcher. Dude, I swear.
Man.
Ya me imagino tú cantando esa canción. Little babies.
Little babies. Kissing them all over.
Oh, yeah.
Man. But yeah, I guess that's, damn, I love how we went from like Jellybean to a little bit of marriage. But I love that. Very healing. Makes me want to call my husband.
We didn't stay toxic.
Yes. Yeah.
We're not supposed to stay toxic.
No. We gotta learn from all that. And I mean, we're human.
We have feelings. We get angry sometimes.
There's a beautiful woman that comes into your life. You're like, get away from a man.
Like this,
ma, like that Ariana song.
Oh no, that boy. Wait, that boy's mine. Right? Yeah.
Na.
The other day, like, what's it called? Like, I know, like, sometimes I can be like very like possessive. I'm like, no, he's mine. But then other times I'm like,
my precious.
Literally. But then sometimes I'm like, you know what? If you can take him, have him.
No. Or I'm like, you know what? If he wants to leave me, bye-bye.
For real. That's why I'm like, you know what?
You ain't gonna find another woman like me.
No, right? I'm like, you will never find
we are hard to find. No. Especially nowadays, man.
Dude, like I've seen.
Man, females can be.
I've seen like videos of like people dating nowadays. And I'm just like, oh. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like,
girl.
What the hell? And they've normalized so many like really weird things. And I'm just like, oh no. Okay.
So.
Yeah. I mean, no, I guess, you know, not 100% judging, but like kind of judge. Like, I'm scared. Like, I don't, like, it's weird.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just like, I'm glad I'm not dating.
Me too. But okay, guys. I guess that's it, right?
Yes,
that's it. And I mean, we'll see you guys. I mean, you'll see us next time, but I mean, we're gonna go back to recording in a bit. Yeah. Stay kind.
Don't stay toxic. Just have a little bit in your heart.
If you could learn something from here and stuff, take it. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.